Hello, viewer. Welcome to Family Life Issues with Kali. I'm your usual host, Ali Kaliwana. Today, we'll be talking about the letters of administration, precisely the revocation of a letter of administration. A letter of administration is a document that is issued by the court to someone that would be the next of kin or the direct beneficiary of a person, an entitled beneficiary. Um, the letter of administration vests authority on the holder to be in charge of the disposition of the estate of the deceased person, where the person dies intestate. That is where the person died without leaving a valid will. Now, a man in his lifetime, by God's grace, has a lot of relatives. If it is where his mother did not have only him, all his brothers and sisters are his relatives. And the law provides that they are his beneficiaries also. But if that man had taken a wife in his lifetime and is lucky to have had children, it is irrelevant who he has written on the document as next of kin if that person is not his wife or his children. Now, yesterday, we had gotten a court judgment, and I am coming out to share this testimony because I know that there are lots of women out there laboring under the burden of this same issue. The law provides for a man that has left a wife that his wife is his first beneficiary. That is it. If he's lucky to have children with her, then the children along with her become the beneficiaries. The law also stipulates so that to eliminate all forms of confusion, an order to follow if the man goes to be with his maker without leaving a will. Like, first beneficiary will be his wife. Where there is no wife, then the children. Where there are no children, then the aged parents. Where there are no aged parents, then the siblings of the man of the same parents. But the problems have always arisen because these siblings would want to jump all of the other people in the hierarchy, run to the probate, and obtain a letter of administration. In many instances, like in our own present circumstance, my children were not informed. Truly, the marriage had ended. Yes, we had divorced. But that does not take away the rights of the children of the marriage. And so the children were the ones that were entitled. Again, in this case, before Arthur died, he told his first son, Mark, I have impregnated a lady. Unfortunately, the baby didn't come before his passing, but we were well aware of that child. And so she is included here. We, Mark, come and cut it. I'm not starting all over, just cut it. Just cut it and we start again. Or we don't start. Okay. In our own circumstance, we were not informed. My children were not informed. These letters of administration was obtained by my sister-in-law way back 2020 December. on the same date, my son turned 18 years. This letter of administration was obtained and concealed up till last year when we found out about the letter. Upon the discovery, I called the eldest of them. She says she's the family head. I called and I told her, look at what is happening. Are you aware? She said, oh, please. She dismissed me. She dismissed me. And so we're left with no option than to go to court, of which we got judgment in our favor yesterday. Let me tell anyone, any woman out there that is in the same circumstance, when a letter of administration has been improperly obtained or obtained by the wrong person, it can be revoked. You have to go to court. Don't sit down in your house and begin to cry and begin to complain to everybody. Whoa, 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 wow, wow, wow. They have gone to do this. They have not gone to do that. You will go to court. Please, when you go to court, you are not the one in charge of the matter. You do not have a right of audience in court. It is your lawyer that says everything. So I want to say that it is very important because this area is usually very controversial. It is important that you go with a lawyer that you are absolutely comfortable with. Don't just see one on the road and say, hey, no. You go with one that you are absolutely comfortable with. I am going to leave a document with this video. That is the form that was filled when they made an application for this letter of administration. And the part marked 1 is where the name of the mothers of the children were supposed to be written. That space was left blank. My name was not written. The obtainer of the letter of administration said her brother had another child, which we do not object to. The name of the mother of that child was not also written. Then you come down to the part I marked 2. The name and addresses of the deceased brothers and sisters. I think there are about 7 names there, beginning at Mrs. Grace Ade Colin Dixon, a very big woman, known in this Port Harcourt, big woman, captain of industry. Is that not what they call them? Go down. The second name on that list is a married counselor for a big church, both him and his wife. The third one on the list, the wife of a chairman, the people that have just left this 6 years tenure. Wife of a chairman. The fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one, they have listed themselves. They did not forget anybody's name. You see, of all those names there, the age difference between the last one and my first son for their brother is at least 28 years. They listed themselves. And then you come to the part where I marked 3. Who should inherit the property of the minor should he or she die because they have captured by children at minors? Then the Bodoka Julia Ade put her name, that she will be the one to inherit the property of my children should they die. Please, my brothers and sisters, is it fair? Is it fair? Ask all of them named in that document. Ask them that, please, have you people ever given the least 50 kobo to those your brother's children? from when they were born till now, almost 22 years after. Have you given anything? Please, I am challenging all of them to show they should make a publication of the first 50 kobo they have sent to my children. When their father died, they were yet to go to year one. Now they are in final year in the university. My son is in a private university. 10 kobo, they have never contributed. These are the people that ran to the probate to go to obtain a letter of administration. I probably would have kept quiet, but I am speaking up because while they are at this gang up or enterprise, they are still carrying my name. Oh, Kalewana will not allow us see our brother's children. Since he died, my sisters and brothers, a people that have sat down and generated a document that should my children die, they will inherit my children's property. Should I expose my children to them? I'm 53. I have reached menopause. I'm not going to have another child. Is it fair? You see, these days I see a lot of posts on social media. Cousins have become enemies. Cousins do not talk to one another. And then I sit down and I just realize it's not that the cousins hate each other. It is because of what their mothers and their fathers have done with their hands. By these actions like this, they plant a seed of discord between cousins. And then tomorrow, when everything casts, according to our local slang, they'll begin to say, maybe like in this second, and they'll say, it's Kalewa now. She has told her children not to greet us. She has told her children not to talk to anybody. They will begin to look for where to cast blames. My sisters in the same circumstance, I want to encourage you because when this gang up begins, you see blackmail, they will carry your name and put it in the gutter and pour oil on it. Stand tall. Oppression. Yes, because when they look at you, you don't have money. So they want to oppress you. And so this is the story. I can go on and on and on, but I cannot. It is just to pop up this information. Once you discover that a letter of administration has been obtained fraudulently or by an improper person, approach the court of law. It will be revoked. I can assure you that the law does not joke with issues like this. The court does not joke with issues like this. But ensure to get a person that goes with you, that has the fear of God in his heart. Thank you very much and remain blessed.